man who saw it all at close quarters of how the government in Maharashtra was formed, from the split of the Shiv Sena right down to the swearing-in ceremony. He is joining me. And tonight on the Newshour is Mr. Deepak Kesarkar, who's joining me, a man who's been right next to Eknath Shinde from the day he went away to Guwahati, tried to broker a peace deal between the Thackerays and Shinde, and the rest, as they say, is history. Deepak ji, thank you very much for joining me on the Newshour tonight. Let me begin with asking you straight. Is this how you expected the whole drama really to unfold? Did you really expect that Eknath Shinde would be the Chief Minister?
I really feel that it's a master stroke from Honorable Modi ji, because this was a tribute to Balasaheb, which every Maharashtrian will like it. Because the Balasaheb announcement was that a Shiv Sainik will come to the chair of CM's post of Maharashtra. And that was tribute to a person who stood behind Modi ji very strongly during his day of crisis. So you will have to understand, or one has to understand, what a real good politician who had a kind heart will behave. And it was not only as a political strategy, but it was a tribute to Balasaheb as well, because I know in between how were his feelings about Uddhav Saheb. He used to call his younger brother. So when you have relations like that with the topmost leader of India, you have to think about that relationship and you must maintain it. Today, Honorable Uddhav Saheb, I have never contradicted Uddhav Saheb's statement till this day, but today he made a statement which, it hurt me a lot, or the people with me. I'm not actually representing myself. I'm talking on behalf of 50 MLAs who are still with Shiv Sena, but they went away from, a little away from Honorable Uddhav Saheb. He was telling that had BJP accepted 2.5 years term and 2.5 years term initially, then the story would have been different. Today BJP is not in power for next 2.5 years also. So ordinary Shiv Sainik will ask him whether you want to be in the chair or Shiv Sainik to be in chair only for 2.5 years, and if it is made 5 years, then why you are hurt? Because it was your dream that the CM of Maharashtra should be of Shiv Sena. And that if BJP is deciding that Shiv Sena will be in power for 5 years as a CM, then it's a good thing. You must accept it in good spirit. Why are you so upset with that? That is my question. Because every time he used to tell us that Balasaheb wanted an ordinary Shiv Sainik to be CM of Maharashtra. Today that is happening, madam. He was a Shaka Pramukh. And more, I'll like to tell him that he's a son of a farmer. So today is a Krushi Din, when Jawaharlal Nehru, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji called our great leader Yashwantrao Chavan to Delhi, because China to a certain extent defeated India. People of Maharashtra to tell that Sahyadri has gone to help Himalaya, and where he created all infrastructure for the Indian military. And today we are the best military in the world. But that time people of Maharashtra used to think our tall leader has gone to Delhi, then what will happen to people of Maharashtra? That time Yashwantrao ji chose a young man who was from Banjara community. Banjara is the poorest of the poor community of Maharashtra, who used to search for the jobs all over Maharashtra, because they were from the drought-ridden area of Maharashtra, and that person changed Maharashtra. There was a green resolution. And today is the day to remember Vasantrao Naik. And what announcement Mr. Shinde did on this day? Maharashtra farmers are committing suicide. See, he said that he wanted, just to be complete, madam, you will understand that he said that he wants to make a suicide-free Maharashtra. That is something, madam, you are elected to work for the people. You are supposed to work for the farmers. That is what I wanted to tell you, really, madam, because this is not politics. This is ruling the state, which is very important. And he left us like that and saying that I'll have to attend a meeting for the flood-affected people. And he immediately left for Mumbai. That is how he works. So that's why we fought for him. We wanted to bring an active CM to Maharashtra, which is really lead the saffron front, which would work for people of Maharashtra.
Mr. Deepak Kesarkar, is there any room for any rapprochement with Mr. Uddhav Thackeray and the original Thackeray family? Because you know, he's taken pot shots, you've responded. When you go for the floor test, will there be a fight for the real Shiv Sena, and which is the real Shiv Sena?
Madam, at this point of time, this question does not arise. He must show a larger heart, saying that even Sambhaji Maharaj, who was the son of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, has left Shivaji and gone to the opposition camp. But Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj brought him back, having a large heart. So that large heart has to be kept by when you are the head of the family. You have to say, whatever I have done, or I have made a tie-up with NCP and Congress, I was wrong. But till this time, he's only telling that NCP and Congress are more close to us than the Shiv Seniks, who actually fought for him all the time. Mr. Shinde was number 2 in our party, and whenever there was something which was to be tackled, Uddhav Sahib used to tell him only, if there is a flood, Shinde Sahib used to send all the help for them.
So, you're saying, you know, you're not going to go back? Large heart किसको दिखाना है? Mr. Uddhav Thackeray और Mr. Shinde?
देखिए, जो हेड ऑफ द फैमिली होता है, उनको ये बोलना चाहिए कि उन्होंने तो जीत लिया है, वॉर तो उन्होंने ऐसे जीत लिया, अभी बाकी जो है वो लीगल वॉर है, जो एक ही रखनी थी इन MLAs में, उन्होंने तो करके दिखाया. नहीं तो पवार साहब के लोग भी निकल चुके थे, पवार साहब उनको वापस लाए, लेकिन वो करिश्मा उद्धव साहब नहीं दिखा सके, क्योंकि मैं भी NCP में काम कर चुका हूं. हम लोग जब उनके सिल्वर ओक पे जाते हैं तो कोई भी आदमी वहां जाए और वो उनका अगर प्रोमिनेंट पार्टी वर्कर है तो उनको मिलते थे. मुझे वो हमेशा बोलते थे, दीपक आप लास्ट मोमेंट पे आ जाते हो, मुझे बोल के आइए ताकि मैं आपको ज्यादा समय दे सकूं. इस तरह से बात करना चाहिए मैडम. इसीलिए उनके पार्टी वर्कर्स वापस आ गए, लेकिन हम क्या कर रहे थे, हम उनको मिल ही नहीं रहे थे. तो एक गैप बन गया पार्टी वर्कर्स और MLAs और लीडर के बीच में, और ये गैप बहुत ही डेंजरस रहता है मैडम. हम लोग फिर भी अब तक उनके साथ है इमोशनली, लेकिन ये कब तक चलेगा? नाउ ही इज गोइंग, नाउ इवन आदित्य जी इज गोइंग टू एवरी शाखा. हाउ मेनी टाइम्स ही हैज विजिटेड द शाखास? बिकॉज वन गुड थिंग व्हाट हैपेंड आफ्टर दिस एपिसोड इज दैट दे रियलाइज दैट व्हाट इज द value of a party worker, and it's a good thing that they are going to each shakha, they are meeting people. It's good.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Deepak Kesarkar, for joining me on the News Hour tonight.
It was a